Hi everyone, as a title, this is a video about creating postgraduate scholarship application. I assume that you grab basic information about scholarship in general, so here I focus on writing. There are two reasons why I make that video. First of all, I believe that there are many talented individuals who are excel at expressing themselves through their work, their quality of work. But they struggle with the conventional writing format typically required for scholarship application. Second, the video is intended for those who need scholarship the most, particularly those requiring financial support to pursue their education dreams. Many people have secured scholarship through mentoring or agencies. So this video for those who cannot afford that kind of assistances and or prefer to work independently. There are two situations I think we deal with when we prepare applying scholarship: matching situation and win-win situation. Go to the first one, matching situation. We check whether that scholarship or that country is suitable for you and you are eligible to apply. Do you align with its eligibility and requirements, like age, work experience, nationality, industry? If you have a short time, if you're in rush, just check requirements. You don't need to understanding everything about country or scholarship you wish to apply or university. It takes time and happens naturally along your journey. The second thing is from start to finish. The whole process usually takes at least 1 year or 1 year and a half. So knowing that timeline will give you a better understanding of situation and manage other aspects into life, such as your job, your family, or your relationship. So at this stage, I recommend you find yourself a platform to keep track of all information. Yeah, it's obviously, but I still want to mention here. I use the Notion, but some people always know they use Google Drive. So whatever suits you. So we submit the scholarship application and we submit the school or university application. They can happen at the same time or separately. Thus, we understand the big picture of application. To me, every document is single piece puzzle to show you the scholarship council match what you have to what they are looking for. And of course, the most challenging thing is essay, personal statement, how you answer the question. Here's an example to illustrate you how you might consider to visualize relationship between you and scholarship, allowing to gain a broader perspective on what you and scholarship providers offer each other. The example I have here, I took from Ireland Fellow programs. So we have scholarship, description, alumni vibe. And what do you have? Your personal document, your identity. So I have alumni vibe here because I feel like quite important. The alumni vibe to me is they reflects the shared sense or vibe perceived through individuals who have previously received scholarship in previous years. So, for example, from my point of view, Ireland Fellow programs, we have a strong sense of humility, integrity, and openness. Example, so in any scholarship, they always state clearly who they are looking for. So find the keywords is very important action. I want to take an example of matching situation from two well-known scholarship is the IAP Ireland Fail program and LISP Swedish Institute Scholarship for Global Professionals. And Reading truly to description, we can see that IAP focus on those who has leadership potential, while Ireland's while Swedish Institute Scholarship, they focus on leader person who already or at least in the role they have job. I mean their duties exactly or similar with what Swedish Institute defined how it would be look like about leadership experience. So if you are not in leadership process yet, so IAP match to yours, right? So reading and analyze carefully the description, it saves your time before you write anything or collect your personal document. It is also a long writing process called research. After we did this matching situation, we see it is a perfect match, so we can go ahead. We can go to second situation and call win-win situation. So here is how about you? Is it our program, what we offer you, what we deliver on this program, what we give you, monthly expense, accommodation, flight tickets, alumni support. So do you bring to the table now? What you show you scholarship committee? I call this stage the main purpose is you show yourself. You already read, you know about scholarship with available information on the internet everywhere. Alumni, the feedback, Google review, Google blog, many resources, right? So now is the most important thing is job writing. We all know writing in general has three stages: research, writing, proofreading, and editing. All three are equally important. Before sharing your draft, you should go through all three stages. And very important, it's not linear. It's a cycle. And more than a cycle, it's kind of like back and forth with your thought and your writing. You can see that most of scholarship, they have common questions, such as I list some of them here. And why that question is so vague in general? So because it opens room for everyone to show themselves, because we are very, very different. So how you can answer all the things, right? Of course, it's not like 30 minutes to sitting down with yourself. It would be something you take years to build up your career, your experiences, and take weeks, take months, even a year, just collect them back, review, filter, work with yourself, and to answer all the questions. So similar with matching situation, I want to break down the win-win situation as well. And use table. But why is it important? Because it keep you on track, keep you on your own journey, remind you what is the most important you want to write on your paper, right? Also, we avoid mentioning the things you mention in another part, or obviously they can see through your CV, through your information when you fill up the form, for example. You can mapping, you can drawing, you can do whatever, deep thinking, but very important to allow you have enough space and time to wondering about yourself. The goal is drawing a picture of you as much as you can by addressing fully what they ask you and supporting documents they require from you. And again, that example on the screen I have here from Ireland Fellow Program Stage 1. Very basic, 3 questions, 150 words, but very, very hard to answer immediately, but takes time for you to sit down and answer those. The importance of understanding the question. So truly understand the question, it requirements deeply and truly. What is being asked? What is the purpose here? What do they want to see from me? So we answer exactly what is being asked. So normally the question will go through five of the question. And we normally match up with what and how. So I recommend we need to work and understand very clearly what and how question, how is really the difference. Again, the purpose is you build your personal profile, your personal stories through application puzzle. Each question, each document is a chance to show you so different aspects of yourself. And more you spend to understand the question clearly, thoroughly, the easier to write the answer. And just let your brain cells, your body cell have enough time and energy to process the question. Because very, very hard to just sit down and have answer immediately, right? It's very, very hard. So one more thing I want to mention in that video is materials for writing. And where do the material come from? Like we build a house, we need brick, we need workers. To write an answer, we need materials. It is ideas, vocabulary, experience, story, numbers, achievements, words, etc. So where do these material come from? So if you have an idea to apply scholarship, you might start to record documents, store your own history very, very early if you can. You can ask anyone can support you, like your friend and your manager, your family. And don't forget to imagine and hope about the future. It's a very, very lovely thing I would like to mention here. Because what else? Because we not go only study, because we're very, very hard to know what we'll do after we finish the program, right? So try to use your imagine and hope about the future. You think about what you want to do, what you would like to contribute after you finish the scholarship program. AI is not yours, and it distracts you from coming up with ideas by yourself in the early stage of thinking. And it's very, very important stage, to be honest. So scholarship committee now even they actively use AI detection tools in qualifying step. So don't worry about anything at that stage. Focus on yourself and think carefully. What everything is only about you now to bring the table, right? Don't you AI. Now, some people has only one or two key ideas they wanted to develop in their essay, but some people who have a lot of different ideas. So when I think about it, to be honest, we all know the answer at the moment of writing. The answer might be nice, make sense, or not. It doesn't matter. Which matter is this is the best idea you can come up at the moment. So try to use it, validate your own ideas, and choose one close the most to your capability and your experience. Why? Because it's more real. More real, more confident, more connected. If you don't understand yourself well, ask current formal teammate, manager, have a coffee chat, ask how they perceive you. Where did you stand out? Where did you not stand out yet? And also maybe you do some personality test or what any kind of test, strength test, weakness test. Yeah, of course we follow requirement number words, but the very important is be realistic, be specific, and be authentic. Because we all wanted to be seen through thousands of applications every year. To me, the person who got scholarship is the person who show that they are unique, valuable, and deserving, or make scholarship committee feel like they need that person, and that person is important to them. They want to invest in your future, right? Nobody can replace you, and because you are important for scholarship and vice versa. So don't be rushed. Don't panic. Allow you to figure out your own way to answer the question. After writing, maybe very early stage, you have some idea. We validate your own paper, your own piece of writing. How we can just try to ask yourself some question. And I suggest here few question. Like I think quite how to say, not look like logic, not rational way, but I think it's very very important. It just use your intuition, like that is feel convincing, that is feel like it's me, that it's really intuitive and confident. It is easy to understand, and just so that you have any question for yourself. Now the thing is in not exactly what you want to say. Nobody can understand at the point, right? And many people, like your friends, your colleague, your manager, whatever, who might give you feedback. They might say, "Oh, this is not nice here. I don't understand." But don't take all in. The most important thing is how you feel and think about your own piece of work, right? A beautiful and unique piece of writing should come from you. Words that have their own powers, and it takes time to show what you want to share. Not something fancy, not something exaggerated, just something you, whatever you are, right? So I believe that scholarship recipients who show beyond the external qualification, I mean paperwork, report, achievement, GPA, they show a unique identity, independent thinking, and a commitment to solving what they believe that is important. For some people who are not confident by their English writing skills, might be think about AI. I talked about AI before already. Scholarship don't expect you to have a perfect English writing to get scholarship. That is obvious. Just enough for you to study and finish program. That's why they normally require ISL around not 6.5 or only 7. And we are not native English speaker, so don't worry about that. And I believe that you are aware that there are numerous factors beyond our control that can influence the number of scholarship awarded to scholars every year. For example, Switch Institute Scholarship for Global Professionals. So every year they receive around 8 to 10,000 of applicants, and only around 300 chosen, around 3% of them. So it's very hard to say if you can get scholarship or not. But at least when we go into matching situation, we can filter which scholarship we can have higher chance to get, and go through the win-win situation. We can see how we can sell yourself, and prove that you deserve to get scholarship. So that's all. This video. Believe me, this video is an invitation for you. Instead of watching and reading a lot of other work, writing tips, a framework, how to answer that question, 1, 2, 3, you need to include this, you don't need to include it. No, you just start to make your own. What people are sharing, is also what they learn by themselves, right? Like what I'm sharing for you now. After near 4 years, I reread what I wrote. I feel proud of myself. This is me of that moment. So just me, just so raw. I even got a feedback from an alumni scholarship from Ireland Fellow program that they don't know why my essay can get into interview. But it It's just myself. Like, and when I read many, not many, I think I read a few of some successful application. Is most of them from my friend, and I can say that most of them they don't have mentors. They just work for themselves. It's very, very dumb self, and it's so attractive and gain attention. So that is all. Thank you for being with me, and so good luck on your journey.